Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have a haul video for you guys, and I bought several new drugstore makeup products. Like, I had been on the hunt for some things, and while I was out looking for those things, I saw other things, so I picked that stuff up. I also did an Ulta order. I have used most of these things already, so I can already give you like my thoughts and opinions on them. And I feel like my camera is crooked, so I need to like fix this. It bothers me if I feel like it's crooked. I needed to place an Ulta order to pick up some more of my First Aid Beauty skincare stuff. I picked up the Ultra Repair Face Moisturizer, which this is my daily face moisturizer, and I absolutely love this. It is moisturizing, but at the same time lightweight. It works really well on sensitive skin. And then I picked up the Ultra Repair Haja Firm Sleeping Cream, and I love this because this is a really thick cream. It's very moisturizing. I mean, I don't notice any like crazy anti-aging benefits from it, but I just like to use it because it is so hydrating. This is also great on sensitive skin. I don't have any issues with my skin getting irritated or, you know, anything like that. So, favorite nighttime moisturizer. And then my mom watches my videos, and she had went to Sephora and she picked me up a few things from First Aid Beauty. She picked up the Ultra Repair Cream. This is an intense hydration skin protectant, and it's supposed to help hydrate dry, parched skin, temporarily help relieve minor irritation and itching due to eczema and other conditions. So this is a really great cream to use when your skin is having flare-ups, because it's going to be gentle and also just hydrating, and, you know, like it says, if it's, you know, itchy and stuff, it kind of helps with that. So I don't use this as much as the Ultra Repair Haja Firm Sleeping Cream. I feel like this is more moisturizing than this, but I still like to use this, especially during the day when I feel like this is not moisturizing enough. I like to use this. And then she picked up the Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer, and this is my favorite primer, or at least one of my favorites, because I have others that I like. Like, I love my Wet n Wild Dewy primer, and like my Becca First Light priming filter. I love this too. It's just super hydrating. It smells really nice, and I feel like I'm getting good skin benefits when I use this. I have been so curious about this product for a while now. This is the Ultra Repair Tinted Moisturizer with broad spectrum SPF 30, and it has natural luminous finish, and I got the shade Fair. Now, this was sent to me for free through First Aid Beauty, or from First Aid Beauty from Octoly. And I have used this a couple of different times. I really haven't used this all that much because lately I've been into more like full coverage makeup, because I've been wearing more eyeshadow and like darker lips because we're moving into fall. But I have enjoyed this the times when I have used it. It's really moisturizing, and it does give you a little bit of coverage. So this is a good product to use on those days when, like, maybe you just want to run some errands and you really don't want to put any makeup on at all. You just kind of want to even out your skin tone. This is a good product to use. So moving on from skincare to makeup products that I picked up from Ulta. So I have been so curious. I mean, just because people have been posting so much about this palette, and I don't know, I just wanted to get it. But I picked up the Norvina. See, I want to call this Norvana for some reason, and it's Norvina. But I just love purple. Purple is one of my favorite colored eyeshadows to use. I just think it's because I have brown eyes and it just brings out the brown. But I just thought that this palette looks so pretty because it has a couple of different purple shades, but then it also has neutral shades. And I was a little disappointed, I will say, with this shade down here, because I thought it was going to be more of like the purple that's in my Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air palette, like this light pastel purple, where this purple in the Norvina palette is like blue. And I used this once, and I don't know if on me it doesn't really look purple at all. It looks like a blue shade. I haven't gotten a chance to really play with this that much yet, but I did create an eye look, and I posted it on Instagram, like on my Insta stories when I first got this. I used some of the darker shades and created like a kind of like a fall smoky eye, and I really liked the way it looked. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with this a little more, but I do really like this. I kind of debated on whether getting the Soft Glam or this, but I ended up getting this. Maybe one day I'll get the Soft Glam, I don't know. And then the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. People have been raving about this as well, so I wanted to get it to see if it was worth the hype. And I don't know. I feel like I have a love-hate relationship with this because some days I'll use it and I feel like it looks amazing on my under eyes. Like I feel like it lasts all day long. It looks so good. And then other days I use it and it does last, but I feel like it just dries my under eye area. Like it just looks like dry, like a desert, and looks kind of, you know, it just accentuates my fine lines and stuff. So maybe for me, this might be a better product to use on my face, like for highlighting or to cover up blemishes. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this underneath my eyes if it's going to be too drying. I think this would be better for somebody with younger, oilier skin, but I'll have to use it a little more and see, you know, what I think about it. And then also too with this Norvina palette, it gets dirty so easily. Like it's already got, I already feel like it looks so dirty and I've barely used it. So I need to figure out a way to clean that. I also picked up these L'Oreal Infallible Pigments, Magic Pigments, which I have already talked about these to you guys. But I heard Lisa D1, she was talking about these and I was like, ooh, those look really interesting. So whenever I placed that order on Ulta, I looked to see if they had these and they did, so I ordered them. And I got Retro and Sneak Peek, which I'm not like the biggest fan of Sneak Peek. I don't know, it's not as magical as Retro. Retro is just so beautiful. When you swatch this, I feel like it doesn't do it justice, but when you put it on your eyelids, it looks amazing. It's a powder that's like a damp powder. It's like a powder to cream sort of formula. When you go to put it on with your finger or like with a brush, it just melts so nice like on your eyelids. And it has these little tiny glitters in it that stick because since it's like that wet formula, I haven't had any fallout with it. Like it just sticks and lasts all day on your eyelids. It doesn't crease. It reminds me of, like, color wise, it's the same sort of color as my Maybelline Color Tattoo and Bad to the Bronze, but it's sparklier. So I want to pair this. I've been meaning to pair these two together to see how they would be. But I really like this and I think it's a really unique product. I would say skip on Sneak Peek. I didn't really think that was that great. I picked up an e.l.f. liquid liner and I don't know if this has replaced, and I don't think I have it in here, but you know, like their liquid liners, maybe I have it over here. Well, I don't see my e.l.f. liquid liners. Maybe I got rid of it, but it's like the e.l.f. liquid liner used to come in a kind of container like that, and I don't know if they've changed it to this or if this is just a different liquid liner altogether. You guys will have to let me know, or I'll have to go online and look at it and then notate it in the video. But I thought that, you know, I wanted to try this because I love my other e.l.f. liquid liner so much. But I do feel like they eventually changed the formula. This is a super black formula and I have really enjoyed it so far. I mean, the tip on it is pretty precise. It's not quite as small as like my CoverGirl Get In Line liquid liners, but it's a pretty precise little tip on this and it seems really easy to use. I haven't had any issues with it, like, you know, flaking off during the day, like it lasts all day. I just haven't used it a whole lot because I've been into brown liquid liners recently and I've just been using my Physicians Formula deep brown liquid liner. And then the last thing that I got from Ulta was this MAC Prep and Prime concealer in Radiant Rose. And I picked this up because it's supposed to be a brightening concealer, like it's a salmon toned pink concealer. And I got this because Makeup by Tiffany D always raves about this concealer being super brightening, and Lisa D1 always talks about using it and it being really brightening. So I picked this up. I have really been enjoying this. I like to use it on any parts of, you know, like sometimes my under eyes get a little shadowy over here, or like right here in this area. I can't talk. Right here in this area. And I like to put just like a little bit of it on, and then, you know, just blend it out. I feel like my mascara is kind of smudging today. But yeah, I have been enjoying that, and I do feel like it is a good brightening concealer. I don't have any issues with it creasing or looking, you know, too dry on my under eyes. So if you are looking for a good brightening concealer, I do recommend that one, like a pinky salmon tone concealer. Okay, on to the makeup that I went shopping with my mom. Like, we were going to a bunch of different Walmarts because I was trying to find the new Milani eyeshadow palettes, and I finally found both of them. Because at first when I was shopping with her, I could only find Soft and Sultry, which is the more neutral cool tone shadows. And I have been using this, and I do like it. If you like the formula of like the Bold Obsessions palette that they came out with at the beginning of the year, this one, if you like the formula of this one, you will enjoy this one because it's the same formula. Now, the formula is powdery. You will have fallout whenever you go to apply it, especially with the darker shades. But I don't really get too much kick up like in the actual pan, but it does have fallout on the eyes. With some of the shimmers, like the lighter shimmer, it is better to apply that wet with a makeup setting spray. So that's, you know, the only downfalls to this palette, but I do really enjoy it, and I think it's really beautiful. I did a chatty get ready with me using some of these products today, and I created this eye look that I'm wearing today with this palette. So I do really enjoy this, especially if you love these tones in eyeshadow. So I just think it's a really pretty palette. So I got that, and then while I was looking for that, I could not find the other palette. I could not find Pure Passion. Whenever I found this, they were completely sold out of Pure Passion. We went to like 4 or 5 different Walmarts trying to find it, and it's weird because some Walmarts carry Milani and other Walmarts do not, and I don't know why. It drives me crazy. I gotta get a drink of water. This mug is the cutest. But yeah, so I went shopping last night with my friend April. Her channel is Wanna Makeup. I'll link it down below. But while we were shopping, which I'm gonna do a whole nother haul on all the stuff that I picked up with her, but I did want to include this in this haul since it was, you know, an eyeshadow palette that I was trying to find with this stuff. But I finally stumbled on the Pure Passion eyeshadow palette, and I haven't even swatched this one yet. It's just so pretty. Look at it. I love warm tone eyeshadows. I know some people are kind of getting sick of them because there's just so many warm eyeshadow palettes out there, but that's a really pretty color. That first shade, really pretty, like warm, just everyday color. Yeah, I mean, the shimmers seem really buttery when you swatch them, but I can tell that they may, you know, have fallout. So I'll just have to play with this palette and see. But the shimmers are really pretty. I don't know if you can even see. I'll just put some like swatches in the video so you guys can see it. But I'll have to play with this one. I haven't even, like I said, that's the first time I swatched it. But yeah, I picked that up last night. So if you are having a hard time finding them at Walmart's, I know that Walmart, I don't know if Walmart online sells it, but you can go to Milani's website and they do sell it on there. So I will link that down below for you guys if, you know, you are interested in those palettes, and if you've been like me and been searching all over the place and cannot find them. Okay, so while I was looking for that, oh, I totally forgot. This was another product that I picked up from Ulta. This is the Nyx Blush in Taupe. And I feel like I keep saying this in a lot of my videos, but I asked you guys in one of my Get Ready With Me's, like, what was your favorite affordable contour? And so many of you guys recommended this to me. So whenever I did that Ulta order, I looked to see if they had this, and they did. So I picked it up, and I have been enjoying this so much for for a contour. It's just the perfect contour shade on my skin tone. Like, it's not too cool toned where it makes you look bruisey or dirty, but it's not too warm where it looks weird as a contour, because you want a contour to look like a little bit of a shadow, which is what this product does. I haven't tried to use it as a blush. Maybe I'll have to try to use it as a blush, but it is a beautiful contouring product. So, and I do kind of like this new packaging better than like their old packaging on their blushes, because it's so tiny and sleek. Like, their old packaging was kind of bulky, where this is just so tiny. And I feel like this would be great for traveling or just throwing wherever, you know, in your makeup collection. It won't take up a lot of room. So I do like that. Another thing I totally forgot that I got from Ulta is the L'Oreal Single Color Reach Eyeshadow in Matted Up. Yeah, in Matted Up. And this is such a beautiful warm transition color, and I love the formula of this. It's so creamy, super easy to blend out. It is not powdery at all. You don't have any fallout with it whatsoever. It's such a beautiful transition shade. So I do highly recommend this shade from, you know, the Color Reach singles. Okay, I promise that was all that I got from Ulta. But while I was looking for those Milani palettes with my mom, I saw the Burgundy Bar palette from Maybelline. And whenever they first came out with this, they did not release it in the US. I don't think they released it, like, I think in Canada and maybe in the United Kingdom. And I would always see people putting pictures of this on Instagram, and like my friend Lori got this palette, and I was like, oh, I want to try that so bad. So whenever I saw this at my local Walmart, I just had to get it. I have been enjoying it so far. I do like the transition shade. Like, this is really buttery. It is a little powdery, but it is a really pretty cool tone transition shade. And then I do like this dark brown. It's so dark. It's a really pretty color to put like in the outer V with these other shades in this palette. I do like the shimmer shades in here, but they are a little powdery, and some of them, they work better if you use with the makeup setting spray. And also too, like in the palette, they look like they would be super metallic, like a chrome eyeshadow, but they're just, you know, like any other just metallic, just shimmer eyeshadow. Like, they're not super intense. But I do really like the shades in here, especially for fall. Like, I love this color right here, just all over. Or no, is it that one? No, I like to use this one in the outer V. The one that I like to use all over the lid, which I'm running out of fingers to swatch with, is this really pretty burgundy red color, or maroon. It is such a pretty color. I'm gonna swatch it up here so you guys can see it better. But it's a beautiful burgundy. So like, as you can see, it's not like a super intense, like metallic color. It's just like a slight shimmer kind of color. But I just love the colors in here, the tones. I haven't used a lot of the golden shades in here, the lighter ones. I've just mainly used like this one, those two colors. So far I really like this. I think it's a really pretty fall palette. And then I decided to pick up the City Mini Mad About Town palette, because I thought this might be a good palette to pair with other palettes that don't have good, I feel like I'm saying palettes a lot, that don't have good like matte transition shades in them. Now, this palette, I don't know. I feel like the shades are really kind of chalky in here, which is a disappointment, because I feel like in some of their other City Mini palettes, like my Rooftop Bronzes, which that one doesn't have any matte shades in it. It has all shimmers. But my Cool Brunch Neutrals, I feel like the matte shades in that are better than this. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence on this. I need to play with it a little more, because they are kind of powdery. It kind of reminds me of like the CoverGirl like matte eyeshadow formula. So I'm kind of on the fence about this still. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe these swatches off. While I was looking for the Milani palettes, I also saw the Wet n Wild Zodiac Highlight, the Cancer. Well, this isn't Cancer, it's water, but it's part of the Cancer sign. And I was telling you guys that I wish I would have got this because I was curious about it. Well, I picked this one up and I did not realize that I picked up a dud that was basically crumbling out of the pan. So I tried to just like press it back in there and everything. And then whenever I used this for the first time, this thing is straight up blue. It is not like a highlight with just like a little bit of blue when you turn to the side. I mean, it's like when you're looking straight on, it just looks like you have blue just like on the side of your face. So unfortunately for me, this does not work. Maybe this doesn't look as blue on a deeper skin tone. So yeah, I'm gonna be taking this back to Walmart, especially since it's crumbling out of the pan and since it did not work for me. So I do not recommend this, especially if you are a very fair or light skin tone, because it will look like a straight up blue highlight on your face. And then I picked up this because I thought this looked really pretty. This is the Maybelline Master Holographic. Is it holographic or holographic? I think it's holographic prismatic highlighter, and this is in shade 100. It doesn't have a name, it just says 100. Now, I haven't really used this. Like, I tested it out once when I didn't have any makeup on. I just like put it on before I hopped in the shower to see what it kind of looked like, and I'm not for sure. This might be going back. I can't get it opened. Excuse me. But this might also be going back because, not because of the purple tone, because I like that about it. I think it's pretty and I feel like I could wear that. But it has like a lot of chunky like glitter and shimmer in it. So I don't know if that's just like the glitter, like, because I feel like they put like a glitter spray on top of this, and maybe like once I get down into the product, maybe it'll be better and won't be so like chunky shimmer. Because I mean, look at this swatch on my finger. Do you see how it just looks like chunky like? So I'm not real sure about this highlighter. See, this is what it looks like swatched on my arm, which I feel like you're not really going to be able to see the glitters in it. Maybe I'll try to do an up close swatch or something. I mean, I do like the tone of it. I think it's really pretty, and I feel like I could get away with this colored highlight, but I'm not sure about those chunky shimmers in it. Also picked up another one of my Revlon Color Stays in 150 Buff because I used mine completely up. So I bought a new one. You guys know this is like my holy grail drugstore longwear foundation. If you've never used the Revlon Color Stay, I highly recommend it, especially if you like full coverage long wearing foundations. I feel like I said that so fast that it sounded weird. Okay, two other products that were sent to me for free through Octoly, which I feel like I've already mentioned these in videos, but maybe I haven't yet. This is the Oprah highlighter in Pillow Talk, and this highlight is so pretty, especially if you have light skin. If you have a lighter skin tone, it's a gorgeous, super intense, like look at that swatch, super intense pink highlight, like pink tone highlight. It just looks super wet, like I'm wearing that highlight today, and it's just such a pretty highlight. So if you are my skin tone and you love super intense highlights like this, I think you will really enjoy this. And I love the packaging on this. The only thing I can say is it kind of gets dirty because it's white, and it's a little bulky. I wish it was not quite as bulky, but I like the fact that it's, you know, magnetic, and I like the design and everything with it. And then Dior sent me the Dior Lip Addict lip balm. I think this is, and I got shade pink in this. And I'm wearing this on my lips today, and I just love this. I know that this is an expensive lip balm, so I know it's not for everybody, but if you want to treat yourself to this, I think you would really enjoy this, especially if you like just lip balms that have a little bit of a tint, like, I don't know, it just gives you just a little bit of color to your lips. Like, it still looks natural, but I don't know, there's just something about it that looks so pretty on your lips. So I really enjoy this one. I think they also have like other shades in this, like there's a berry one and some other different shades, but I really enjoy this. So yeah, I got that. And then the last lip products that I've picked up recently, I've just been into more fall dark berry lip colors. Like once fall and winter starts rolling around, I love to wear those lip colors and I love doing makeup looks with those lip colors. So I wanted to find some shades that were a little bit more wearable day to day, like when I go to work and stuff like that. Not that I wouldn't wear those darker shades to work, but sometimes it's just too high maintenance. You know, when you're wearing a darker lip color, you gotta make sure it looks good. And sometimes I just don't want to fool with that at work. So I saw, you guys know how much I love the Burt's Bees lip shimmer in caramel. So I saw that they had this one in plum, and Burt's Bees at Walgreens, they were doing a sale sometime last week where it was like buy one get one 50% off or something. So I picked up the shade in plum, or maybe they were just marked down. I don't remember. But I like this lip shimmer because you can just apply just a really light, application of it, and it just looks like that. Or you can really apply a heavy hand of it, like, you know, apply it on your lips a couple of different times and make it really intense. But it's moisturizing, it feels nice on the lips. But I would say, I guess the only downfall to it is it's kind of, I don't know, it's not super long wearing. Like it's not going to be like a liquid lip or like these Wet n Wild lipsticks, which I've been starting to fall in love with these. I love this shade in Mochalicious. I just think it's so pretty. But yeah, it's just like a moisturizing tinted lip balm. I mean, it wears just like the caramel shimmer that I have, or the caramel lip shimmer. And then I picked up their tinted lip oil, and this is in shade Mixed Plum, which is basically the same tone as the plum lip shimmer. Now with a lip oil, I really don't feel like it lasts for a long time at all, but it feels moisturizing on your lips, and it's one of those products that it's like if you want to give your lips just like a slight color, it's a good lip product for that. So I don't know if I would really recommend this because it's not super long wearing or anything. But I mean, I will wear it, and I have been enjoying it so far. And then I needed to pick up a new one of my Rimmel Addiction lip liners. I go through so many of these because it's usually the lip liner that I wear like on an everyday basis, and it pairs with so many different nude lipsticks really nice. So yeah. Those were all of the new products that I have picked up recently, and I'm gonna have another haul video coming soon with all the products that I picked up when I went shopping with April. So yeah, if you guys do enjoy haul videos, please give this a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments what new products I should pick up and what you guys have been loving. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.